y'all, I'm Lita Monet, and I'm here with 810 Scam. We like to get into his mental health check-in. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
That's good.
I'm feeling great, actually. I don't know why I didn't say that at first. I always say that.
Okay, we love a great. So y'all know how this go. In order to like break the ice, I like to ask my guests what would they rate their mental health from a 1 to 10. 10 is the best.
Hmm, interesting. I'm a 10.
Okay, what's the components to your 10?
Components,
What's making up that 10?
I think I understand myself and know how to deal with it.
Okay. All right. So what's one good thing that's going on right now for
My career.
you? Love that. Love that.
You know, when the money coming in, you get the feeling real good. You hear me?
All right, so we're gonna dive right into your first question.
Okay, bet. Let's
So,
do it.
what do you think you need to learn to accept in order to heal?
Mm. You gotta accept that everything ain't gonna always be what you want it to be. To me,
Okay.
it's funny. Like, I was real bad in school, and I
Mm-hmm.
like had to go to like alternative schools and stuff, right? And I went to this alternative school, and it was this security guard there, right? And we used to have breaks in between classes, like long breaks, like because I went to school, and it was like 30-year-olds in there needed to smoke cigarettes and shit.
Okay.
So look, right, boom. To make a long story short, during the breaks, we out there and we having a good time, whatever. People out there smoking their cigarettes or whatever. But at the end of every break, the security guard used to come out there and he used to say, "All good things must come to an end." And for some reason, it just stuck with me because he said it every single day. But he was like, "All good things must come to an end." So it's like I don't know. It really just rung with me, and I'm like, you got to accept that. Like, everything ain't gonna always be good in every situation. Like, all good things must come to an end. It's crazy. It's like,
That's
damn,
scary though, like just to think about that.
is
All
it?
good things that come to an end. Because it's like at one point, something gonna hurt because that good ending for something better to happen.
I feel like the bad stuff is what make the good stuff feel so much better. Like, that's why I
Yeah.
appreciate it in the moments. Like, so when you got a good thing going, appreciate it in that moment because the moments don't last forever.
Appreciate that.
I be thinking deep.
I see. I see. We started deep. We started real deep. How do you get through going through like bad times?
Bad times.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I hate to sound this. I hate to even say this, but I really like. I look at everything bad already.
Okay.
Like I be expecting the worst. I hate to even
Mm-hmm.
say that because that ain't the energy I be trying to bring into something. But I just be already expecting it to go bad.
I feel you on that. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't even take that as like it sounds bad. Cause I'll go to like friendships with that. I'll go into like intimate relationships with that. Just like, oh, this probably ain't gonna last too long.
You
Or
thinking the worst.
the job, like, oh, I don't know, I might get fired soon. Like, I just always think like that.
So you
Or
do?
yeah, I think like
So you
that.
agree
I
with me?
think of like the worst case scenario.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So that's what I meant to say. Like I think of the worst case scenario and everything first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before I even get into that, I'm like, okay, how can it go bad first? All right, I was expecting that, so I don't
See,
even
and I be
feel
thinking
bad.
I was like a little dingy when I say that to myself. Like,
Mm.
only because when I say that to people, they look at me like, why? Like, why would you even go with that? But it's just because, like, I don't know. It's like a safety thing, like a guard. Like, all right, already got to think like this. And when I actually be saying my worst case scenario, it'd be crazy, like through the roof. Like, what if I just jump off cliff? Like, shit like that. Like, it should
Yeah.
be like way out of there.
See, like me, I don't really go into stuff with intentions. I just like go with the flow. I let things go how they was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't be having expectations as much.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't get let down.
Why do you think that though? Like, why do you think you like that now? Don't go off for like expectations. You don't think of nothing in like an already good
Because
scenario.
people don't really meet your expectations. Or situations don't meet your expectations. So why even be trying to make it seem like it's because people just act like people who gamble on sports.
Mm-hmm.
Every parlay gonna hit. They just this expectation is way high and it's gonna and every day it never get there. I'm not that type of person.
Okay.
I'm the type of person that set goals that's achievable because I want to be able to feel great about it. I want to be like I did it.
Yeah.
So why even think that? Oh, like they be just setting unattainable goals and just be doing anything. Like I don't do that. Like when I woke up today, I knew I was gonna do a podcast, and when I did it, I was like, I did something today.
Made you feel good?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Couldn't wait to see you.
Everybody loves doing this health check-ins now.
Yeah, let's do one like once a month.
Once a month? You want to do follow-ups? We can do follow-ups.
Yeah, cause I might want to vent and tell everybody how I'm feeling.
Okay.
And see how they feel about what I'm saying.
I'm gonna have to start up a follow-up.
That's
series.
hard. I'm the first one.
Mhm.
You heard it here first. I'm the first one said I wanted to do it, and nobody else want to come back but me.
Stamp. Okay, keep going with our next question.
Mm-hmm.
What lessons do you wish you learned earlier?
You know, I wish I knew how to love earlier in life. Like really just know how to love purely. Like I was adopted at birth, and I was adopted, and my mom that adopted me, she like a very hard, stern woman, like a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's like she didn't give me like a soft love. She gave me like a hard love. You feel me? So all the like affection and like things like I didn't really learn that firsthand.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know how to love properly.
How did you start seeing that within your own relationships?
I ain't really see it in my relationships. I seen it in my kids.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like skip the relationship stage. Like I had kids at a young age. So like when I was having kids at a young age, they taught me how to love because they gave me unconditional love, and I knew I had a love depending on me to love them in ways that you got to wake up and feed and clothe, and they depending on you. Got a responsibility, so that love was different. I think it taught me how to love for real.
I love hearing fathers just love their kids. It's like, cause I hate when I see people say that they love their kids, but you can't tell. Like they don't speak highly of their kids, but they quick to be like, oh, okay, it's Father's Day, where my gifts at? Like you don't deserve it.
I ain't gonna lie. I really try not to talk about my kids as much because that ain't like my
not even
career.
Bringing them up though. Not bringing them up, but you can tell like if something did pop up, you want to talk about your kids, you can, and like you can tell on somebody's body language that they actually care about talking about it.
Yeah,
you know?
But you gotta know me to know. Like you had to been around me to hear that phone ring and it's a FaceTime. It's my kids. I'm talking about their school day. Like people don't get that from me. They think I just scam all day.
I mean, that's what you choose to show up. People choose to give people what they are accessible to. That's what you choose to make people accessible to.
I'm gonna tell y'all now, I don't be loading banks. That's cap. I be trolling. I be at home helping my kids with their homework.
What's your favorite subject to help with their homework?
I was gonna say math because math is my favorite subject. But science seemed more fun because you get to do all these type of experiments and procedures and setting things up. Like my daughter just had me go get this poster board. She was just drawing and coloring on it and just making it so beautiful and nice and neat. It just was so much fun. I wasn't even a part of it, just watching. But I kind of like helped her color scheme. I'm like, these colors pop out more, this and that. She's like, oh, I like that idea. You know what I'm saying? She went with it. I love when people listen to.
What do you think people need to change to effectively co-parent?
I ain't gonna lie, I can't speak on nobody else because every situation be different. Me personally, I felt like I could have dealt with the situations a little differently. Like we get caught up in arguing and having a vendetta against a person, and it ain't even about me or that person. It's about the kids. So if that was the priority first, then all this wouldn't even be going on. You know what I'm saying? If I understood that earlier on, then I'd probably be further along in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because now me and my baby mama's like, we co-parent better, we work together better, like, we able to accomplish things together better, more efficient. Whereas beforehand, we both working against each other, so we not accomplishing the goal.
Yeah. I feel like when people start to realize that part, like you don't even like each other for real. As long as you understand the bigger picture, it's the kids. Yeah. It just goes smoother. Then you start realizing y'all bonding without even trying to bond. So that's how I I be trying to look at stuff. I ain't got no kids, so I don't know. But where do you feel like you neglect yourself at?
With my time, I don't give enough time to myself. I'm always doing what somebody else think I should be doing that's best for
Okay.
whatever other situations be. I'm very selfless. Like
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of stuff for a lot of other people. Behind the scenes, I don't be asking for accolades or whatever, but it's like me giving off that energy to somebody else is taken away from me. And sometimes I need to be selfish and worry about myself to put myself in a better situation, and that'll help everybody better.
Yeah.
So it's really my time. I be cheating myself out of my own time, giving other people my
What would be your perfect day if like you ain't get no calls, people didn't need you? Like, what would you do that whole day for yourself?
time. Man, something that got to do with nature. Like I like water and beaches and smoking weed. But then I like being in the woods in the cabin and just like, I'm a tourist, so maybe that's why I like nature a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Yeah, just chilling. Really, I really just need to spend more time getting my mind free of everything that's going on out here. Like I was just talking about, like everybody be talking about glitches and all the power grid going down and stuff like that, and it's just like we probably do need a little time, a little week off. The world would go crazy, but it's like, see how much y'all depending on the internet for everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything is depending on the internet right now. You can't do nothing. A lot of stuff I would want to do, but I be like want to do with my person. Like I don't really got no woman. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I had a woman, it's a lot of stuff I would do different. Like I would eat healthier. Cause I eat on the go. I just be
Yeah.
outside, just moving around. But if babe was like, "Hey, I cooked," or "This our meal prep," or this and that, it's like it'd be different. When I was in a relationship, she ain't really like me doing too much, so I ain't get to be out as much and be the people person I wanted to be because everything was just always an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then, but I'm a relationship type of guy. Like I need that type of love. I need my woman. Just do away from the world, put the phones away. Like we'll just lay up. That's what I like the winter for. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
It get dark earlier. It's like get in the
okay. It's
house.
cuddle season. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love it. I ain't got
I feel
nobody. I'm on the road still. In hotels with pillows. It
you.
ain't my fault all the tours at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
What's your earliest memory of your first heartbreak?
Damn. I ain't never had my heart broke. I had to think along, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe the first time my heart was broke was when I was adopted. My mama put me up for adoption. I was a newborn baby. I had to hate that, right?
So how was your childhood with that?
I had a good upbringing. Like my parents, they told me everything like as early as I could understand. So I always knew,
Mm-hmm.
I never had no resentment. I felt like I had a better life being adopted. Really, if I stayed in like in my mother, because I met my biological mother and my
Mm-hmm.
family and all, and if I had grew up with them, it'd be way different. I wouldn't be who I am today. So I'm thankful of how I grew up. It molded me in who I am today, good and bad. But I understand it though. See,
Yeah.
that's the difference. Like you gotta understand yourself and why you are the way you are.
Mm-hmm.
When you understand yourself and you can help other people understand you, things go a lot smoother.
What was your thought process when you met your biological mom? Like, did you have questions? Like, how was that?
So she had wrote me a book.
A book?
She had wrote me a book, like a passage, like it was like 10 pages of why she did what she did.
Mm-hmm.
So I already knew.
Oh.
She had her reasons and it made sense, and I appreciated it. She didn't abort me.
Mm-hmm.
She had an abortion appointment. She had went to. She had nightmares, all that stuff. She just ran out of there. Didn't do it. She had went to it though after the nightmares.
Oh.
She was kind of forced to. Her mom. She was living with her mom at the
Mm-hmm.
time. Her mama like, you ain't finna have no baby. You can't even take care of yourself. So her mama wanted to abort me. She went against her mama, who she was living with under her roof at the time. It's like a movie, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, with stuff like that, you kind of appreciate the decisions. Like once you actually get the person's side of why they felt like that. Because a lot of times when people that's adopted, they just be stuck on the whole it's selfish, I'm not loved, and like they just automatically go to
Yeah,
like
see, I
that
never
stuff.
was like raised like that to have
Hmm.
those type of feelings. Like that's not the energy I put out into the world.
Yeah,
That's why I'm so grateful that I was adopted because I was at the time my parents were married, so I grew up in a 2 parent household. They
yeah,
divorced when I was 7, but that was long enough for me to get core values instilled in me those seven
yeah.
years to where like I understood how things are supposed to be.
Hmm.
And I spent an equal amount of time with both parents, 50-50. Like if I wanted to be at mama house, I was at her house. If I wanted to be at pop's house, I'm at his house. They definitely like, gave me great values. I just don't think I would have been the same person if I had grew up with my mom.
Y'all, this is going great. Y'all, whenever I do mental check-ins, like the conversation just bounce. Like the questions that I feel like I'm gonna ask, I never ask because they just go off the conversation, and I love when they do that because it's like I ain't gotta stress about the question in
What you
my
had
head.
wrote down over there?
If I was to slip up and be like, "Dang, I don't know what to ask," but
Not with me. I know how to talk. Even if you don't know how to talk, I know how to make you
okay,
talk.
all right.
It's my profession. I'm a scammer. I'm just
You
playing. I'm
just
not
said
no
you be
scammer.
having like the homework done with the kids. You don't be doing nothing.
I'm just playing, y'all.
If you could,
Hmm.
and I don't ask that
Come on, ask me. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it. If I could, what?
if you could, what would be the main three things that you'll keep on earth with you and everybody else left?
Damn, I didn't think you was gonna ask me that.
That's why I said I was gonna leave it alone.
So like, water's still here. Like I don't gotta
You
include that,
got
right?
everything. Like, all is still here,
Art is still here.
but nobody else is here.
Nobody.
What's three things that you would keep?
Can one of the things be a person?
Yeah, it have to be one person. Like everybody else is not here, but who
One
would you keep and
person?
what would you keep? You got three things you could keep. So me, I would keep a journal. I would keep my niece, and I would keep um. And the third one is crazy. I keep my car because the gas station's still here. I can just go
But
in there and
all the
get it.
cars here. You can use
I can
everybody car.
use any. Yeah, you're right. That's
You don't need
crazy.
no car.
See, I didn't even think about my own question with that one. But yeah, I would keep
I'm
me,
still over here
my
stuck
niece.
on one thing. Like, I need a woman because we got to be able to keep civilization going. I need a wife. I just get to pick who my wife is gonna be.
You gotta pick whatever you feel like you would keep.
Dang, who will my wife be?
All right, so we know you'll keep a wife.
I don't want to go that viral right now.
We know you'll keep a wife. You got two more things.
Everything here. What do I gotta pick?
Nobody is here though, so who working everything?
I had. That's crazy.
Everything is still here. Buildings is
We
still
finna
here.
have kids. We finna have so many kids, and they finna be trained to do everything: farm, industrial shit, construction shit. We ain't got no doctors.
You got the buildings, you got the resources and stuff. You ain't got nobody importing nothing. You ain't got nobody doing the work.
You need people. If you got all this stuff, you just need people. I need a neighbor.
Okay, so you got a wife and a neighbor.
He need a wife because he ain't finna be over
You
here
just
with my
brought three
wife.
people.
He ain't over here with my wife. He need a wife.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm
god.
saying? Because he been trying to entertain my lady while I'm at work, working for him.
Hey, if you want to keep more kids popping.
I'm gonna have him at work while I'm with his wife.
All right, so who is one, okay. Who is one person you would forgive?
My dad that nutted in my mama that had me. Cause he wasn't gonna be around no ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I still can't find him. He Puerto Rican. I thought he was Mexican my whole life, but he Puerto Rican. It's kind of hard to find him,
Mm-hmm.
especially now that Trump back in office. But I would forgive him, for just nutting in this lady and telling her you was never gonna do nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm great now. If you need something, come holler at me.
All right. Do
Merry
you feel
Christmas.
like that kind of that was like a thing in your mind growing up that your dad didn't want anything to do with you?
I never felt like that. I never had no resentment in my heart.
Okay.
I think it was the way that it was brought to me by my parents who adopted me.
Mhm.
Like they was just so kind and nice and like thoughtful and understanding, like and very like empathetic. That the way that they explained it to me and brought me like they did it in such a way that like how could I feel some type of way, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like I'm blessed to be in the situation I am. Like they took me out of a worse situation and brought me into a better situation.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was the chosen one, you know, literally. I chose to be in this position.
Yeah. So what would you forgive yourself for?
Myself. I don't know. That's a good question. That might uncrack a code. I might just.
You might find your purpose with them.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me how you answer the question.
I mean, with me, it's a couple ways that I can answer that question. I will forgive myself for taking everything to heart, growing up thinking like people should congratulate me on certain stuff. People should validate how this is, how that is. Like when I graduated college, it wasn't a lot of support there for me. I have my immediate family there, which I'm very appreciative of, but me being so young and feeling like all my family should congratulate me because I just did something at 20 years old that no other 20-year-old doing, like I'm in my head like that. So I feel like my whole family should come together, buy me gifts, congratulate me, and just like give me a day to just be celebrated. Just give me the whole day. And nobody really came. So it's like I carried a grudge for a long time with that one, but honestly, nobody needs to congratulate me on nothing because honestly, I'm doing it for myself at the end of the day. Whatever you do, you should be doing it for yourself. So I forgive myself for that. Seeking validation, wanting the congratulations, wanting the support system from people. But
I probably need to just forgive myself for having all these damn kids.
but nah, I mean, cause your kids bring you life. Your kids give you like something to actually look forward
They
to.
be stressing me.
That's
It's
what
Christmas
do.
Day. I just want shit.
That's what kids do. They're gonna stress you out, but you gonna do it still.
Man, I should have just had a puppy.
Then that's boring. They can't ask you for nothing.
They can bark.
Okay, yeah. What's one piece of advice you want your kids to remember?
Damn, you know it's crazy. I really been preaching this to them their whole life. Swear to God, even before I knew what my career would be and all of that. But it's like I really, really bred so much independence in my kids and just understanding that they could like do things on their own for themselves by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And like really like gave them a real business sense. Like everything was a business. Like everything. Like from eating your food to brushing your teeth to like everything was like how could you make money off of it? So like to where now they mind just only think on how can I monetize off of these situations, you know? So I really like I raised them to think like this, you know? So it's like the things that they think of now is like it's crazy. They be thinking of things that they think is impossible, and I'll be like, well, think about this. Did this person think it was impossible? Did Apple think FaceTime was impossible? You know what I'm saying? We was playing Snake on my phone when I was your age. That's what I tell my kids, you know?
Okay. You like that one, y'all. Take note. Take note. How can you monetize off of anything that you do?
Definitely.
So we getting closer to wrapping up this Miss Love check-in. You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're doing magnificent as well. I'm
I'm
so
trying.
engaged. I'm understanding the questions that's being asked. That's not easy. You are structuring and conducting this. Is this an interview? This conversation.
I say conversation.
But it ain't that easy because it ain't like we being recorded. It's weird. It's a light
like,
on
don't
us.
Even look at it. Don't even.
For real, you're making it look easy.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Doing a good job.
All right. So, what qualities about yourself do you feel like sabotage your relationships? It can be intimate. It can be friendships. It can be business. What be sabotaging it?
Damn. Why it gotta be me? How I sabotage it? Why couldn't it be them?
I mean, everybody got to take accountability for something that they do.
I ain't never did nothing wrong ever in my life.
You're not always
Okay.
right and wrong.
Okay. All right, it was me.
Okay.
I was cheating. I cheated on everybody. My last relationship is the only girl I never cheated on.
Why you wouldn't cheat on her? You wouldn't cheat on everybody else?
We were able to create a safe space, a comfortable space, an open space.
Okay. And the rest of them, you couldn't. So you cheated.
You know what's so crazy? That's another thing. I didn't really cheat for no reason. I ain't had no reason to cheat. I just did it.
Okay.
I'm just being honest. I was immature and irresponsible with my own self, and I just wanted to enjoy other people.
Yeah. All right. So you got a daughter. She come, you gonna be like, I got cheated on. What you gonna say to her?
You know,
Do you ever think about your younger self now that you got a daughter? Like, how would you want your daughter to be treated by a man?
but she just don't be going for none of that though. Like,
Because you her dad, so it's like she
it's
can
like,
get it instilled in her head. Like, all right, I ain't going for that. I got this person to look up to. I can't go for that. You feel me? Like, daughter gonna look at her dad to be like, oh no, I don't want nothing like that because my dad won't never settle for this. My dad won't let me settle for that. You know. But if she was to come to you and just had this real bad heartbreak story,
I would listen.
mm-hmm.
I really wouldn't have much to say. You know, in those moments, you don't want to be talked to. You don't want to be talked at.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be empathized with. So I would listen to what she had to say, and ask questions more than I would have. Because it's nothing that I could say that could control that situation, that could change that situation, or could prevent that situation again. It could happen at any moment, So it's like I would listen. See, we had these type of conversations now. Like she tell me everything. If it's something juicy that happened at school today, like she can't wait to get out of school and FaceTime me. It's she be her grades don't be that great, so she be on punishment sometimes.
So
that be hard on her. So what I'm saying is she can't just text me because she don't be having her phone all the time. She gotta wait till she get home and FaceTime me off her iPad.
Right.
Then she give me the tea. You know what I'm saying? Then she tell me everything that's going on because like these high school kids, they've already like identified themselves sexually and like they want to date the same sex as them, so they be having a lot going on in their lives, and it be like, y'all better talk to y'all kids if y'all got little brothers, nieces, nephews. They going through stuff in school we never had to go through. You know what I'm saying? The times have changed, so
not working in high school, so
they got ways to make money now that was never like before. So they don't even respect certain things because they feel like they didn't attain certain success that you can't talk to them like that because they got some money. It's hard to handle it sometimes. But I talk to my daughters and my kids a lot, my sons, and we talk about these things like in depth. So when my daughter comes and she tell me, oh, this boy cheated on me or whatever the case may be, we probably expected it because we talked about how he was flirting with the girl 2 days ago.
Okay, all right. So you be having the whole backstory.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I probably already told her like, is you sure he faithful? Like, you let him do that? Like, is that the things that y'all allow each other to do in a relationship? But I haven't really got to that point. My daughter has never dated a guy. Okay. She's told me about guys that's interested in dating her. You want me to tell you something? My daughter has brought a guy around. He might see this. I hope he don't take no offense. My daughter has brought a guy around, but he like guys. So what can I say? You know what I'm saying? It's like her best friend. You feel me? Like she don't be bringing no dude around, and I be messing with him sometimes. Like what you went and got the liquor? Like I just be joking with them. You feel me? Keep them on their toes, but it's like I haven't dealt with my kids dating yet.
I like the relationship that you have based off what you've been telling me, I feel like that's a fun household whenever y'all around.
You know what else though? Because I was a younger parent and like I'm a little more lax, like I let them have freedom. Because I want you to go and bump your own head and I tell you, look, you knew better than that or whatever the case may be. But I let you go do whatever, you know. I like my daughter, for instance, because we talking about her because she's 16, she do a lot. But I drop her off at football games. You know what I'm saying? Like here, like you gonna go meet your friends. Like I don't she could be meeting boys, like
You never know.
but I trust her to make the best decisions. And if she put herself in a pickle, which she have done things, and she be like, "Oh, Dad, can you hurry up and come get me? I'm late, and my mama gonna kill me if I whoop whoop." And we just got that relationship. But it's like be open, be honest, tell me the truth, and let's be transparent. So that's why they don't do certain things because they feel like they could already. It ain't like they gotta sneak to go get a boyfriend or gotta sneak to be on a date. It's like, look, I already been having money. I already could talk to boys all night on the phone. I already could text you. We already could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. All right then. So to close out this mental health check-in, do you feel like it's a deal breaker if your partner does not prioritize their mental health?
Definitely. That's something that we have to prioritize within our relationship. And that's the only way that they can move forward. If we can't understand each other, we don't have nothing. So I would agree that mental health is a super priority in my relationship for my partner.
Okay. And now, do you believe that you can help them heal?
I believe that we can help each other. Yeah. I feel like if you don't feel like that about your partner, then like why are you together? You should definitely feel like you're a part of their healing journey and their process in anything. You should be that healer. You should be that person that they depend on for those type of things.
We have discussed every chapter in my journal.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we went over support systems, went over childhood trauma, we went over dating and friendships, career goals, and forgiveness. So,
wow, we went through everything. That's pretty dope.
you also go ahead, go check out my journal on Barnes and Noble, Amazon, and TikTok Shop. This is a week interactive journal, great prompts, coloring books, weekly agendas, and advice in here as well.
It's really nice.
Okay, look at that.
I like this. I see that. It's pretty cute.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know who you would like to see next. We've been here with 810 Scam.
Yeah, I'm here.